The US stocks continued to be in pressure in Friday's session as well. Dow Jones closed 470 points lower and closed below the 31,000 milestone on Friday as rising yields did saddle stocks with weekly losses. US tech stocks staged a modest rebound on the last day of a tumultuous week as a global bond rout eased, sending the 10-year yield to below 1.5% levels. In fact, the S&P did fall nearly around 18 points to 38.11. The Nasdaq rose slightly over 70 points to 13,192. Dow futures was up overnight by slightly over 200 points. In Asia, the shares firmed on Monday as there was some amount of calm that returned back to the bond markets after last week's wild ride, while the progress in the US stimulus package, which is huge, still underpinned the optimism about the global economy. Japan's Nikkei was up nearly around 2.4%. The Topix index was up close to around slightly over 2%. Stocks in Australia were up nearly around 1.5%. European stocks, however, did close lower on Friday, ending 3 weeks of gains as investors did book profits in technology and commodity-linked shares due to concerns over rising inflation and interest rates on the back of a jump in bond yields. FTSE and CAC were nearly down 2.5% and 1.5% respectively, while DAX was down slightly, nearly around 0.7% levels. Resource stocks were the softest performing within the European sectors, tumbling close to around 4.2%. Sectors such as utilities, healthcare, and other staples, which are usually the proxies for government debt due to the similar yields, did lag the European peers for the month as investors sought better returns from actual debt. Stock 600 did close lower by 1.6%. Oil, however, did resume gains, rebounding from the biggest drop since November ahead of the keenly anticipated OPEC Plus production setting meeting this week that will help to determine whether a scorching rally endures or not. Brent crude, in fact, traded negative on Friday at 1.1% to settle at nearly around $66 per barrel. WTI futures did rise to nearly around $62 per barrel in Asia, trading up by 1.9% after losing close to around 3.2% on Friday. Gold futures were trading up by 0.6% at $1,739 per ounce, and gold, not being an interest yielding asset, did weaken further by 2.2% to $1,732 per ounce on the back of rising bond yields.